right, look at this. This is the bus stop, Horace Harding Expressway, and Franny Lou. Yep, so imagine if you're trying to access the supermarket, you can't. Because, guess where the next closest bus stop is? Dad, keep driving. Thankfully, we have the green light. So here we go. The next bus stop, okay? Because they eliminated the because of the Queens Bus Network redesign, here it is, coming up. Look at that, not shoveled. So the MTA is going to tell you everything went fine. No. So you think things were bad over by Horace Harding? Oh no, it's a lot worse over here. I don't even know where to begin, guys, because again, Mayor Mamdani and his new DOT commissioner, because remember, Ydanis Rodriguez is not commissioner anymore, it's a new guy. They really messed this one up. I mean, first of all, PC Richard and Son. This is your property, and you didn't shovel out, and you couldn't make it. So think about it. My workers inside Osnum for the past 2 days, okay, 2 to 3 days. Let's just do an example of how hard it is first to access the bus stop for the Q12 and the Q13. All right, let's show you how hard it is. I'm not going to step on the snow, but you get the idea. So you have to go on this mound of the snow, then go here to access the bus stop. How is that acceptable? How? I don't even want to walk on Northern Boulevard. I'm going to have to walk on it later, off camera, when I come back from McDonald's, because it's going to be a nightmare. But it's sort of hard to access the bus stop over here for the eastbound 1213, right? But to make it even worse, the Q76 down there, oh my goodness. How are people supposed to get on and off the bus? This is not possible. I mean, the North Shore Diner, the owners should know better, knowing that their property, they have a major bus stop. And if you try to access the 76 over here, well, guess what? You have to step on this. I mean, how acceptable is this, guys? I have to walk on the street because the sidewalk is, you know, inaccessible. Unless maybe I can get on this driveway. Maybe I can access it from the driveway. And when the garbage truck comes, well, it's going to be hard to pick up all this trash. Lucky I can get onto the sidewalk this way. Be careful of the ice. But guys, I mean, the MTA chairman just said at the board meeting a little while ago, he was like, oh, Mayor Mamdani should have planned with us like right before the storm. And again, we're forgotten. This is 1965 all over again. Like with John Lindsay. If anybody remembers that blizzard, this is 1965 all over again. And everybody was booing John Lindsay. I mean, my God. Careful. I'm just going to walk on the street. I don't care. It's inaccessible. I can only access it from over here. I mean, I'm going to get inside Osnum because I'm just disgusted. I don't want to show you the rest because I have to walk to McDonald's. I'm going to wear my gloves. This cold is so bad. My skin is exposed to this holding the camera. So I just wanted to show you how bad it was over here. This was just crazy, guys. All right, we're at Cunningham Park, and it looks like there's some progress at the bus stops. that got shoveled out, and that got shoveled out. So I guess people have been complaining to Mayor Mamdani for the past couple of days, telling his new DOT commissioner, hey, shovel these bus stops. And so far, today, progress. But we're on the way to Nassau County, and we're going to go on Hillside Avenue, and we're going to see if the N22 bus stops were shoveled out. Because we're talking about Willis Avenue and Hillside. Major busy commercial corridor of Williston Park. So we're on the way right now, and we're going to see what's going on over there. Guys, I mean, we're in front of the Williston Park Diner, and the property manager should have been ticketed by Town of North Hempstead, because this is not acceptable. I have to be very careful walking on the snow right now. I mean, the 4th precinct is right down the street. This should have been salted and shoveled. Ugh. Man, this is so narrow. Alright, so I have like a little time before I gotta go to the barber. I don't want to step on that. If I step on this, imagine if I fall down. So, I was just on Roslyn Road, and let me tell you guys, it was a mess. The N27 bus stops, not shoveled out. You know, there's like maybe 2 bus stops that were, maybe 1, because like one of the property owners on Roslyn Road, they shoveled out. So, what we want to do right here is just take a look to see if the bus stops are accessible around Willis and Hillside Avenue here in Williston Park. The reason why this is a major concern is because obviously, you know, think about it. This is a major area, all right? So think about how you have Chase over here. This is a Chase Bank. You have IHOP down there. So as of now, it looks like, I'm just gonna wait for my dad to turn, because, you know, the button is accessible. Now, remember, when we were in New Hyde Park on Monday, that button to push over there was not accessible. So we couldn't push the cross button to go right down there in New Hyde Park on Tuesday, right? So thankfully, I don't know if this was the Town of North Hempstead. I don't know if this was Nassau County Traffic Management. This is shoveled. That's shoveled down there. So at least you have a passageway to get onto the N25, right? You have a passageway. See if I can push the button. So we got to be very careful here. Man, this is a mess, because we're only going far that way because, again, I got to go to the barber. But look at this. This is a whole mound of snow. I bet up there on Hillside Avenue, the N23 bus stops, you think they're going to be shoveled out? No, because again, you think Bruce Blakeman cares? And look at this, guys. Here it is. This is the N22 bus stop. Now, the good news is the passenger who's waiting for the bus right here, she can thankfully get on because, you know, hi ma'am, I'm with Passengers United, I'm doing a video. So she can get on the bus. Thankfully, there's like a shovelway right in front of this Webster Bank building over here, right? Now, I can't make out the other side because okay, good. So I think the property owners of IHOP, I don't know if you guys can see it, soon win. They did shovel out, so that's a good sign. That is a very good sign that they did shovel out. That's a huge sigh of relief, right? Now, I don't know where the N23 bus stop is. I think it's somewhere down there. Might be down there, I don't know. All I know is I got to get to the barber, but I was only concerned about the N22 because, again, the 22 is a major route, right? That's the one. Let's see, is the button pushed? See, this is what I miss about New York City, because, again, in New York City, you don't have to push those buttons. All right, guys. I think I see the N23 bus stop over here. So let's see if that's accessible. Okay, the 23 bus stop is right. I'm not going to cross over there because, again, what would be the point if I got to get to the barber? So let's see if this is accessible for an example, and then we're going to go right back to Hillside Avenue because, again, my appointment's like in 10 minutes, so I don't want to be late for my barber. But again, News 12's not going to come out here, so I have to do their job. All right, let's see if this is shoveled out. Is this shoveled out in front of the property over here? All right, it is. Okay, that's good. So at least that got shoveled out. So as you can see, if you need the bus to Mannahaven, good news is this did get shoveled out. So that's the good news. But the 27 bus that goes to Roslyn, I'm just gonna say this: good luck if you need that bus, because again, a lot of bus stops not shoveled out. I seriously have issues with Bosworth, the town supervisor, and the county executive Blakeman for misneglecting us around here. Shame on them, just shame on them. And believe me, if Dave Kirpin were town of North Hempstead supervisor, he would see this video and he would be disgusting. So Dave, if you're watching this video, because I know he is, we're begging you, please run for town supervisor in 2027, because you're seeing the misneglect around here. You really, really are. Dave should have been town supervisor. How in the world, in this area that largely has a large Democratic voting base, how do they keep re-electing the same failed Republicans? Sorry to make it political, but anyhow, I'm going to see my barber. I'll take a look at what's going on Willis Avenue later and get you a report back. Here's the southbound Q76 stop. So that did get shoveled out. Good. Again, here's another look at this stop. All right, so here's a quick update of how Willis Avenue did in Roslyn from what I was noticing. So a lot of the N23 bus stops were shoveled out. Now, obviously, I couldn't record it because obviously Willis Avenue's a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. How can I film that? So the good news is it seems the people in Albertson seem to care a lot more about their properties than the homeowners did in Roslyn. But, you know, like I mentioned earlier, town of North Hempstead should have been ticketing people for not shoveling out the bus stops. So, I'm telling you right now, Bosworth doesn't care. And, you know, Dave Kirpin were town supervisor again. People would have gotten ticketed for, again, violating federal law. No shoveled bus stops on the N27. I mean, that should be a federal crime. A Title VI complaint to the property owner. And if it's not that, then again, traffic management for Nassau County, etc., etc. So that's all, guys. I mean, let's get past this next snowstorm coming up next weekend. They're saying 1 to 3 inches, which is not going to be bad. Let's hope that this path of the storm stays way out east and doesn't put a damper on us. So that's it, guys.